Hey there, thanks for joining me for another real-time edit video. Today I have a photo submitted by a follower, and this time it's from Usama Tabani. And yeah, check him out. He's got some great stuff here. Definitely playing with some cool backlight, nighttime stuff. And yeah, some good photos. So I got this cool shoveler photo here. All right, before I jump into it, real quick plug. If you're interested in learning how I do what I do in these videos, a little bit slower and a little bit more instructional like, head on over to rayhennessy.com, go to the Learn menu, check out all online classes. You can sign up there for the Photoshop or Lightroom or both in a bundle. I have mentorship options, and I have my the course that I'm just like the most excited about, which is my Learn Wildlife Photography Online, which basically encompasses everything. It's, in my opinion, the best way to learn wildlife online with me, and it's almost even better than in person because you get to watch this stuff over and over again and really understand what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. But I show you everything. I show you over the lens, through the lens, post-processing, culling, the entire process. You get to see a photo from capture to finish. It's narrated, all of it. Every single step along the way is narrated to tell you what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, why I'm choosing settings, why I'm composing the way I am, what my goals are, even including like the setup. So how I research areas, if it's a new area that I haven't been to. So you get to find out everything that goes into me going out on these outings and capturing these photos and then editing them and sharing them in the end. So it's start to finish. Listen, only $27 a month, super cheap, nice and easy, over 130 videos, tons of hours of footage for you to watch right now. You can see the lessons are all broken down in different ways. You can actually view the lessons based on lighting, different bird types, and you can even see the upcoming lessons that I have coming out. So that's where to go to check out all of that. Let's jump back into this photo from Usama, and we got this cool shoveler here. I'm just going to straighten it out. Horizon's a little crooked. I really like the composition in this. I really like how it's offset to the top like that. I know a lot of photographers just don't do that often, and I think it, to me, it just stands out just because of that. But also, I'm guessing like all of this stuff up top would have been a little bit more distracting not being in a reflection. So very cool. There's not a lot else to do with this photo. I am going to just throw a gradient on the bottom here just to lean into that bottom part and make it a little darker, because what I really want to do is sort of enhance this top half here. I'll punch up the highlights there just a little bit more warmth, maybe something like that. I think the rest of it will probably have to happen in Lightroom because I don't think there's any way, or I'm sorry, in Photoshop. I mean, that's not bad on the subject select, but if I do any kind of lightening, it's just going to catch the background a bunch. Not bad. Let's try lifting the shadows. That's what I wanted. I just wanted to get a little bit more out of the greens on that bird. Although I got to say, it's not going to be that important to have a lot of detail in that because it's so small in frame, which I also love. So first things first, I'm just going to do a little bit of cloning here just to kind of minimize just some of these slightly lighter spots. That's all I'm really looking to do there. Just kind of smooth out some of that. And then the opposite up here is just to take out some of these darker spots, these darker corners a little bit, and just kind of smooth them out. I don't want to get rid of anything. I'm not looking to alter the photo entirely, just kind of smooth out visual distractions. All right, the only other thing I think I want to try is we can lighten up the rusty side on that, a little bit of the blue, and then let's see if we can get something out of this eye, enough to see it when we zoom back out. There we go. Look at that. That little bit, right? Before, after. You can kind of see the eye before, but watch. Before, after. It definitely just pops that out. I'm going to do one more thing. I'm just going to do a light dodge right across the middle here, and then go back to the bird and just take it off of the bird. So again, the main part of the bird, right, the head that I care about the most, even the body back here and the feathers along the back, they're all dark. And so the darkness is going to stand out against this lighter background. So it's actually great that the photographer got this against that lighter background, because I think it really, really helps make this bird stand out. So by further lightening that middle section, it's actually just making the bird stand out more. I think I went too far, so I'll lighten or lessen the opacity there a little bit. So there, before, after. That's it. That's all we had to do. Pretty basic. You know what? One more thing. I'm just going to kind of just tone down this whole section here. It looks like it's maybe, I don't know if it's just like a lens flare or what, and it's a little oversaturated compared to everything around it. So again, I'm just going to try and keep everything in the same-ish tone, and I want it to be sort of dull and less attention getting down there. So there we go. I think that's going to do it. Let me get that saved and get back into Photoshop. I'm sorry, back into Lightroom. I can't keep these programs straight. I get back into Lightroom. I'll show you the total before and after. But yeah, if you're interested in seeing what I did here step by step and explained, just head on over to my website, check out those online courses. The Photoshop one will show you exactly what I do. But even the Learn Wildlife Photography course, while I don't teach, every step of Photoshop, I do slow down and tell you what I'm doing and why I'm doing it a little bit more than I do in these videos, because these videos are just to show you what's possible. All right, check that out. See how the bird definitely stands out more in that one on the right? I think the big important part was darkening that bottom half. So great original content for this photo, but just a little tweak and a little edit brings it to something like that. I feel like it's just a little bit more polished and makes the bird stand out even more. The darkening of that bottom half is really what just slams your eye up to the top and keeps you up top where these lighter grasses are. So thanks so much, Usama, for the submission. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I'll see you on the next one.